What's going on, everybody? All is well. So, today we're going to talk about the SPY, the SPY, hitting a new 52-week high. And also, I'm going to touch on LIF. And we got big news tomorrow is the Fed rate cut decision, and Jerome Powell will be speaking. But without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with SPY, SPY. Like I said, just hit a new all-time high, sitting at 661. And it's funny because we're in September, and normally September tends to be a down month in the stock market. But so far, the S&P 500 creating new all-time highs, and then we got the Fed rate cut decision tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then we got Jerome Powell speaking at 2:30. So, based upon if they decide to if they decide to cut interest rates, or they don't decide to cut interest rates, and if they do decide to cut interest rates, by how much, the market is either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. So tomorrow, from 2 o'clock to 2:30, the market could go. It could run up, or it could pull. It could have a pullback. So expect volatility in both directions on tomorrow. And let's talk about LIF. LIF finally hit $20. Finally closed above 20. So I took in profits around 19 and some change, but my first price target was at 20. From here, I am holding to 30. Excuse me. I'm holding to 30, but I'm not gonna wait like I did when it was approaching $20. I'm not gonna wait until it hits $30. I'm going to be taking profits around 29 and some change. All right. So currently my average cost is $550. I have 4 contracts, and I'm up 51%. The current price on this leap option is $8.35. Obviously, my expiration date is all the way to 2027, and this just shows you the power of leap options. When you get in on a play that's down, and look at this move. I bought it at September 5th. My average cost was $550. It went from 550 to $8.35. That's a 51% return right there. That little move right there, in the world of options, it's a lot of money. Because remember, each contract is 100 shares, and I have 4 of them. And then you could do the math, and you could, let's say if I had more contracts, obviously my return would be higher, but I will still be up 51% based on the amount of contracts you have. This just goes to show it does not take all day. I don't have to hold it till 2027. And another thing, make sure you have a plan with your when it comes to investing in general, leap options, have a plan in place. Like I said, my plan was to hold it until $20, take some profits, and then now I'm holding the remaining 4 contracts to 30. And I'm gonna take some profits, and then from there I'm gonna look for a next leap option to jump into. But that's my plan on LIF. Can LIF go higher long term? Absolutely. If you decide to hold it, that's completely fine. Like, again, the expiration date on this leap option is till January 15, 2027. You don't have to hold it that long. You can sell it whenever you're up. And also, here's another play. Let's say I take profits at $30. Let's say there's a pullback in the market, you know, which the market does pull back. It's natural. It will pull back. Let's say we get a nice little pullback. You could always rinse and repeat and jump back in this same leap option on lift. Let's say, just hypothetically speaking, it runs up to $30, and then next thing you know, it gets smacks to $20 or 18 or 15. You can always rinse and repeat and just get in on that contract when it's low and just ride it back up again. But I say that to say, just have a plan when it comes to investing, when it comes to leap options. Just make sure you have a plan and make sure you stick to it and execute upon that plan. All right. And another thing, you could also just slap on a stop limit order. So let's say this runs up to like, I don't know, 9 something and some change. All right, let's hypothetically speaking, let's say it runs up to 9 and some change and you're up big. All right, you can always set a stop limit order. So let's say, like I said, it runs up to 90, and you could put in a limit sell order at like 8.850. All right, and then 8 point, I don't know, 45, and then the time frame, you hit good till cancel. So this stop loss will be active for 90 days. So like I said, it runs up to like 9 and some change, and it gets rejected, or there's a pullback, and it pulls back to 550 to 850 to 845. This stop loss will be triggered, and it'll stop you out, and then you lock in those profits. It's just, there's another way to manage your risk, because I know not everybody's busy. You might be busy on that day, and you see it run up, and next thing you know, you check, and then when you check your phone, you're down. This is a perfect way to manage your risk. Just slap a stop loss on it, so you don't give back majority of those gains. Just a way to protect yourself, and just make sure you secure your profits, and you don't give it back to the stock market. All right. So that's just a stop loss, a sell stop loss on lift, and this applies to any play, any play, whether it's a leap option or a stock, an individual stock. You could apply the same thing applies to it. All right. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, you guys be safe and enjoy the rest of the day. All right. Peace.